I got a great Sammy Hagar story.
I imagine you do.
I got a great Sammy Hagar
it.
story. So he used to have Cabo Wabo, right?
Yep.
So we're doing Miss Cabo Wabo. He's going to go take this woman. It's a beauty contest. I'm one of the celebrity judges. And he's going to take this woman on tour with him for all the things to come out on stage and drink Cabo Wabo. So he comes out and he comes up to me and he's got a bottle of Cabo Wabo and he goes, man, I really appreciate you doing this. And he goes, you want me to sign this bottle of Cabo Wabo for you? I go, Sammy, I would love that. And he goes, what do you want me to write? And I go, don't drive 55. And he goes, done. He hands it to me and he looks at me and he goes, number 7's going to win today. Thanks. I go, what? And he goes, I'm going to have to spend 7 months on a tour bus with this person. Number 7's going to win today.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
Brand new episode of Something's Burning. I'm here with the Fieris, Guy and Hunter Fieri. Do you like that I said it right?
Such a linguist.
Such a linguist,
just such a, can say it in so many different dialects.
I correct people.
Thank you. I appreciate that you do.
Oh, hell yeah.
Leader, thank
Yeah,
you.
well, I said it horrifically wrong for the whole time I was at Travel Channel. And first time
Everybody gets it wrong.
First time I met your dad, we're backstage somewhere. I walk up. This is exactly what your dad did. You, right?
Oh,
he comes up. He goes like this. He goes, hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Give me the other hand. Nice.
Of course you did.
Yeah. And he got
No, I noticed
I had a different watch on, but I was like, oh.
You felt good,
Yeah. It was like, it made me feel awesome. We're both ATOs.
Brother.
We're all ATOs.
Come on now.
Oh.
Come on now.
Huh? Oh, this is ooh rah rega,
For Alpha Omega.
hip hurrah, 3 cheers for ATO.
Hell yeah. Go
Oh,
for you.
baby. Come on.
Does that just get a little bit weirder?
A little strange.
So does that mean we're brothers?
We're brothers? Brothers got a hug.
We're not getting out of this alive, Hunter.
All right.
we got more things to do.
There's the meal I wanted to cook for you. So everyone goes smash burger. I'm so bothered by smash burgers. That's all anyone makes.
Okay.
I want to go old school burger, juicy, nice and thick, medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
Medium rare, panko crumbs inside, no egg inside, panko crumbs inside to hold on to the juiciness, just a little bit, and then onion rings, big, frozen, and put in nice water, little egg wash, little thing, then put it over there. I make my really cool sauce. I think you're gonna like it. I call it Honky Sauce. And so,
You know what? It sounds familiar, but I love the sound.
Dude,
It's got to have.
the best burger in the world that I've ever had is on those fucking cruise ships.
Carnival
Those
crushes.
are the bomb burgers. And they'll cure a hangover immediately.
Or the straighten out a buzz. If you've been partying all morning and it's 4 o'clock, dinner's not until 7, you go to there and they've got all the fixings right there, loaded up, murder one of those burgers.
All right, so I'm going to give you a story that I don't know that I've ever told you, but since you now make honky sauce,
Yes.
I have, and I've ripped it off from you, of course, I have one called donkey sauce.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, well, it's just because we're brothers. We're
Yeah.
being ATOs. So I'm on Carnival Cruise.
Yes.
They asked me if I wanted to do a burger concept with them. And I said, I don't know, I've never been on a cruise. And they said, well, come on the cruise. So I brought all my friends, my family, my wife, my mom and dad, and I bring all the ingredients to make burgers. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show them the kind of burger that I want to make. And let's see if they want to, participate in this level of culinary. Because I don't know. I've just heard about buffets all the time.
Yeah.
So I get there and we start cooking and I make all kinds of burgers and we're having a great time. Things are working out really well. And it's interesting on the ships. The Germans maintain the ships. The Italians drive the ships. All different cultures and nationalities do the different departments.
Yeah.
But a lot of the chefs are from India.
Okay, I swear to God, I know that. I knew that. I swear to God, I knew that. Do you remember the time, Stacey? So sidebar, I interrupt a lot. Stacey is our producer.
Right. Stacey's my producer on Triple D Nation.
And I steal as much as I can.
Well, and we're going to talk about that.
And I'm telling you, she worked with me when we went. She couldn't go on the cruise because she was pregnant with Daniel, and we went downstairs to the kitchen, and it was an Indian chef.
Had the best Indian food in life. The best.
And he had this goblet full of balls that were sitting in a syrup. And he said, he goes, I just make them. It's my mama's recipe. We make them for us. Do you want to try one? I don't know what they were. I've never had them since. They were like dough. And you just popped them in your mouth and they melted. I ate 12 of them.
Bro.
I couldn't stop eating
Food coma.
them. The
Every
Indians.
time.
Indians.
When we go on the ship, And we do family reunions, all kinds of stuff. Carnival's awesome, amazing people. I tell people this: if you think you've been on a cruise and you weren't a big fan, please just go try Carnival and see what it's like, especially the family orientation.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we're on the ship. We're having a great time, and I'm telling these guys about making these burgers. And I said, and you have to put this mayonnaise, this fortified mayonnaise, on top of this burger, and it's got to go coast to coast. Okay, means you have to go to one edge to the other edge.
Yeah.
And they said, well, what if they don't want the mayonnaise? And I said, I don't care. They have to have mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It gets cooked into the, and they go, well, what is the name of it? And I maybe had a little bit of tequila. I might have been a little bit, worked up. And I said, it's called donkey sauce. And they go, why donkey sauce? And I said, because you're an ass if you don't put it side to side on it, like I told you. They didn't get the translation.
Yeah.
They don't understand ass and donkey. They didn't get this whole thing. So then it took another 20 minutes to explain to them what it meant. And that was it. We never said another word about it. Well, the next morning we did a pop-up on the ship.
Yeah.
Because at 2 in the morning when you're drinking tequila with a bunch of guys, you should make the great idea of doing a pop-up restaurant on a ship. And so we put it up, and the first thing on the menu it says, all burgers must come with donkey sauce. And this whole thing of donkey sauce in Flavortown, or donkey sauce, came from Carnival Cruise.
That's crazy.
There you go. All right, so I think your idea of putting the breadcrumbs into the meat is genius. The only thing I would say to you, Chef, is to season that meat before you patty it.
I was about to do that.
You were just showing me.
I was just going to take these and
You were
open
just
these
showing
up.
how you roll the
Yeah.
ball.
I just wanted to,
One of the things that fat loves is salt. So it looks like you're using 80-20 and some good
I am
kosher
80-20,
salt.
and I know that you're the big 80-20
Right.
component.
So you season that up. And people have their question whether or not they should put pepper inside of it. I'm a pepper guy.
Yeah.
I'm a pepper. She's a pepper.
How does it go?
But I think that I can only think of Dom DeLuise when I sing that song.
Dom DeLuise is the most selfless comedian that ever lived. The joke was always about him. He never complained. He was always there. Burt Reynolds would make the fat joke. Dom DeLuise was brilliant.
Cannonball Run,
Right.
one of the greatest things ever in the whole world.
Cannonball Run, one of the
Great
greatest
movie.
things. How come you haven't done the gumball? You guys should do the gumball together.
Yeah, well, they're getting arrested thing is probably what is really
We're ruining a career.
hanging out with you is just about as dangerous as we can get. Now, what I love is that you're cooking your bacon on the flat top and you're seasoning your grill. And I
Yes.
know that's what
And
you're
you went on
intending to
cold,
do.
too.
And then I'm going to
Yeah.
use this. I'm going to use that bacon fat to cook these, so you get a little flavor.
But
to
Hunter
it.
just touched on something that's really great. The reason that bacon is going to cook so awesome, if you think about when you cook bacon on a Sunday morning, that first batch of bacon you cook is the best bacon.
Yeah.
Because you start cold in the pan, because typically it's Sunday morning and you're not getting up and heating the pan. So what happens, you slowly render out the fat of the bacon, which allows the bacon to not seize up.
Yeah.
And then you just get the bacon, you get the fat cooked out, and you just get left with the meat and nice crispy bacon. Well, then the second and third and fourth rendition of bacon that you cook, you're usually cooking in bacon fat, and then you're frying the bacon, which gives you a different texture of the bacon. So starting it on the cold flat top was genius. I know that's what you meant.
Yeah.
And you've done that, you're rendering it, then you'll get a flip, the bacon will stay nice and flat, and then you'll have that residual fat on that flat top that is gonna cook that burger, basting it in the fat. I mean, I love what you're doing. It's just,
have you heard
from
about
the
this?
days of Triple G to now,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at Super Bowl weekend with you and you're cooking me a burger. This doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get any
This is
better
awesome.
than this. Oh my gosh.
Now, if that bacon starts to curl on you and
Yeah.
you have a cookie sheet, you can lay the cookie sheet on top of it or a press.
Oh, yeah,
But that'll
starting to
keep it
curl on
from,
me.
so that end doesn't just become this little gelatinous piece at the end. But oh yeah, you got this going.
Yeah.
You want to offer a drink?
Would you guys like something to drink? I
We
know
always want, you don't have to ask us twice.
you guys, you got
thought
your
it
new
was a
tequila.
Yeah,
You know tequila, right?
What's this doing here?
Look at
Where
That's why I
did
love
that come from?
tequila.
Cup over here.
That's why I love
Are you a tequila guy?
I'm a big tequila
Yeah,
guy.
tequila. Tequila to me, I think is, especially our tequila, is we don't put any additives in ours. It's
Really?
just 100% blue agave. And I think that what people know in tequila, unfortunately, there's tequilas that kind of became the bridgeway from the 80s of tequila, which was all poppers and tons of salt and lime,
Yeah.
to the tequila that was altered with a bunch of sugar and vanilla and cinnamon,
Yeah.
to the tequilas, well, the tequila that we're doing, which is 100% blue agave. If you use really good product and you do true distillation process and you really age it in charred whiskey barrels. If you do it the right way, you don't need to add anything to it. And so that's what we do. So that's
What was the
ours.
tasting process like? Like, did you go and taste a bunch of tequilas?
It got long. Well, my
Thank you,
business
thank
partner
you.
is Sammy Hagar. So Sammy,
No.
oh yeah, Sammy.
I got a great Sammy Hagar story.
I imagine you
I
do.
got a great Sammy
I wanna hear
Hagar
it.
story. So he used to have Cabo Wabo, right?
Yep.
So we were doing.
Well, he still owns Cabo Wabo,
Yeah.
but he sold the tequila Cabo Wabo, right?
So I need a paper towel to put the bacon on. Oh, they're right there. Perfect. So we're doing Miss Cabo Wabo. He's gonna go take this woman. It's a beauty contest. I'm one of the celebrity judges, and he's gonna take this woman on tour with him for all the things to come out on stage and drink Cabo Wabo. So he comes out and he comes up to me, and he's got a bottle of Cabo Wabo, and he goes, "Man, I really appreciate you doing this." And he goes, "You want me to sign this bottle of Cabo Wabo for you?" I go, "Sammy, I would love that." And he goes, "What do you want me to write?" And I go, "Don't drive 55." And he goes, "Done." He hands it to me, and he looks at me and goes, "Number 7's going to win today." Thanks. I go, "What?" And he goes, "I'm going to have to spend 7 months on a tour bus with this person. Number 7's going to win today."
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.